No, we like having a symmetry around the shop, so we purchased all of the Sonic tools, every tool box that we have in here, every cabinet, every rollaway. We provide all of that just so that we have some form of uniform system inside the shop, and now we can go from section to section or lift to lift, whatever it may be, and have all the same tools at our dispense. We've been using Sonic tools for probably about 10 years now. We're very early adopters in it. They went after the race teams pretty early on because the systems that really existed back then were pretty rudimentary, and you had some plastic bins and some drawers, things rattled around. It wasn't necessarily ideal, especially for a traveling circus that is professional racing. So utilizing the foam systems it's been a huge time saver and convenience thing, and in general it just makes the job easier and less about trying to find the tool that you had or you were looking for and finishing the car and getting it back out to the grid or whatever the case may be. I think a big thing is that we've wanted the MSS cabinets since they were announced some time ago, and then the MSS Plus came around and they were a little bit bigger, had a little more option, a little more space. Obviously, aesthetically speaking, they're really nice to look at and really nice to use. The quality is top notch. All the bearing drawers, they work very, very well. It's been one of those things that we've wanted for a while. Just wanted to have the shop all done and organized the way we wanted to implement it and utilize that. And it's been a great transition from just having a bunch of random boxes or a little box here and a big box there, or whatever the case may be, to having a really standardized set of tooling and cabinets, shelves and benches and everything else across the shop. So now we can have a specific place in every section where, okay, this is where this tool goes or these tools go or these towels go or whatever the case may be. It's been huge, and so far, I don't know that I have a number to give it, but it's definitely improved our productivity and how seamless we are. Again, just the organization is the key aspect of everything with Sonic. That's honestly the thing that stood out to us. Before we even picked up our first Sonic tools or anything else, we didn't actually care about the quality of the tool originally. I mean, that's obviously a huge part of it, but the organization was something that we sought after so much that was really the highlight of it. And having these boxes that also have a really good quality tool in it that we have that warranty with. We don't have to use it very often, fortunately, but the fact that it's there, it's always nice. We really looked at the organization of these tools as the key to it, and it wasn't as much, oh, we need to have Sonic tools because their ratchets are 70 tooth or 80 tooth or 200 teeth or the finish on them is a little bit smoother or anything like that. They are all a great quality tool that's really nice to work with day in and day out and on the road and in the shop and everywhere in between. But the organization is it's the key element of the entire system. We know exactly when we're missing a tool. It keeps everybody accountable. When you're cleaning up at the end of the day or beginning of the day or doing your weekly, big shop clean or whatever, it gives you that little bit more incentive to make sure that you find every tool. Your OCD goes wild if you're just missing one empty slot. You go and find that tool now instead of oh well, we'll find it later or we missed it. It's just one of those things that it keeps everything organized in a place that's easy to grab, easy to know when it's missing, and keeps everybody accountable and incentivized to keep it looking nice. We've only dealt with a handful of tool companies. You deal with Snap-on, you deal with Matco. Those are pretty much the big ones in America anyway. Everybody I think starts with Craftsman at some point. Some of them are faceless. Some of them it really depends on the truck that shows up and what that guy or girl is like and how they treat you as a customer. Sonic, it's all kind of centralized, and you get to deal with the same people, and you get to deal with people in your home country, which is huge, and you get to talk to somebody the same day instead of waiting till that night to get a response about something. It's been really refreshing from that aspect of not having to wait until Friday for a truck to show up, and you can just call somebody and say, hey, I need these tools now, can you, and they ship them out and the next day air them and you have them the next day or whatever, ship them to the track. We've done that a bunch of times where we're going from Laguna Seca to Circuit of the Americas, Dakota, out in Texas, and tools are waiting for us when we get there. Or, we broke this really important tool and then it shows up for us at Road America in between stops, and that's been huge. We are a traveling shop, we're a traveling team. It's not as simple as like, that Snap-on truck's not following us from point A to point B as we go around the country.